But finally, here I am on stage doing my speech by defeating that strange sickness.
Many things to say about the things that I loved about your speech. You asked a question at the very beginning. Are you stressed for any reason?
Pinidi Perera, strange sickness.
Raise your hands if you are feeling stressed or nervous right now for any reason. Well, yes. And the reason may be that maybe you're the next person to do the speech. Or you have completely forgotten your speech right now. Or you're just nervous for no reason. Well, what about the parents? Maybe your son or daughter is doing a speech and you're stressed about that. And I'm pretty sure that my dad is having a panic attack at this very moment. Well, yes. I also need to raise my hand for this question. As you see, I was super nervous before I started my speech. And I call my nervous feeling as a strange sickness because it comes and then quickly disappears once I start. Well, this strange sickness started to appear when I was in grade 2. It was our first term test, and in the morning, I went to my mom and asked, Ammi, do I really have to go to school today? What if I fail my exam? Or what if I just faint on the spot? What will happen to me? But I knew I couldn't win this battle because if your mom says you have to do something, you have to do it. So I went to school with this strange sickness. Can any one of you guess what I told my mom after the exam? Well, I told her that I love term tests. Shall I ask you one more question? What is the feeling you get when you are about to go to a tournament representing your school in any sport? Well, in my case, I get that strange sickness which comes before the match and then disappears once I start playing. And believe me, it's really strange. Let me tell you a more recent incident. 2 weeks ago, I got a message from Whyteleafe, which was about a mile and a half long, saying that I've been selected to the PEPTALK. And at that moment, I realized I was done. And that strange sickness I was talking to you about, it started to creep out of my body. And because of that, one whole week got wasted without any topic. And then at the last moment, I quickly rushed out to write my speech. And that was because I got another message from Senolimis asking for my speech topic. But finally, here I am on stage doing my speech by defeating that strange sickness. Though I hate my strange sickness, I love it at the same time because it quickly disappears once I start to do my speech, exam, tournament, or any other challenge. So it's something like a blessing in one way to face challenges in my life. So my dear friends, never let your fear, stress, or any other negative feeling push you down. Strive for your victory, and in doing that, push those negative feelings away.
Pinidi, I was very curious to hear what this strange sickness you have. It's not just like you do a speech or address the little gathering of friends that you usually meet. So I would say you're super courageous, Pinidi. As you very correctly said, you probably would have been very nervous within you, but at the pace that you got onto the stage and you started it off showed the amount of energy that you had within you. You asked a question at the very beginning, are you stressed for any reason? So I'm sure like all the friends of you who are going to present today are stressed, so they all could have been able to relate to what you said very well. And I like the fact that you narrated the dialogues with your mother, not just presenting it, but you just turned to one side and then you narrated it as if you were actually talking to your mother, uh, you had an imaginary mother next to you, and then you did that dialogue well. Then, because you wanted to stress on different phases of life at which you have personally undergone so much of stress, because it was more or less like a story which was very personal to you. You get stressed before an exam, before a tournament, before the pep talk, even today. So you showed your audience like what are the instances during which you have been stressed, so you could relate it to the friends here as well. So overall, I loved your speech, Pinidi. I wish you all the very best. These are my little